Well, hello. I am coming to you live from Ecuador with another update. I am enjoying this experience with the Gangsta Grannies Global, a no wasted time collaboration. And I'll just start by saying, the no wasted time means that there is nothing wasted. No experience in our life is wasted, but that requires us to take the time to get at the root of the thing and to learn from it. And then nothing is wasted. But today I was inspired for my live today by a post that I saw in a Facebook group that I am in. I'm in a lot of different groups for different reasons, as I'm sure many of you are. And the poster was asking some questions about a home project that she wants to undertake. And she kind of went through what the challenges were, what she was hoping to accomplish, and seeking recommendations from people in the group. And she ended her post by saying, "Please don't be mean. I'm sincerely asking these questions. I know some of the things I stated are the norm, but I want to do something different. So please don't be mean." And I thought about the fact that we are living in a world, specifically in this online world, where people have a lot of keyboard courage. They will say anything in the comments, under a photo, under, a video. Well, just really be mean. We've come to be in a world where we have world leaders who use sarcasm and mean-spirited speeches to get ahead. And we've, by and large, come to expect that. But I'm so very grateful that I am part of a movement that says another world is possible, that we can expand our capacity to heal and to love through taking deep introspection, for being in community, whether that is faith communities, healing communities, or other safe places where we can get real. And part of that, and I'll just speak for myself, I am a person that would just rather go along to get along, to minimize myself, to cry about it later, than to tell somebody, as my video title says, talk to me nice. You gonna talk to me nice, or you're not gonna talk to me at all. I cannot expect someone to talk to me nice, but I certainly can tell them that that is what I expect. And then I can decide whether I continue to engage in that conversation or that enterprise or whatever that engagement is with that person. No, I cannot control other people. But I also believe as we heal and come home to ourselves, as the amazing Dr. Tama says, we can become more vocal about what we will accept and what we will not accept. And so I just love the fact that, whoever, I don't know if it was a man or a woman or, whoever in that group laid out the situation and then said, listen, let me just come, before you come up in here telling me why I shouldn't want that, don't be mean. Don't come in here with that. If you don't have something to say that is relevant to what I am asking, just keep it moving. And so I'm all about the healing that, causes us to reflect and be better. But I am also grateful for a healing that calls us into boldness, that calls us into alignment with our values, and can open up our mouths and say what we're going to take and what we're not going to take. And so, mine is just talk to me nice. I'm going to talk to you nice. I need you to talk to me nice. And I'm not about a bunch of chances and carrying on. I am now in a place of healing where I state my intentions right on up front. I'm not waiting for you to, offend me and me to try to figure out if I'm going to muster up the courage that day to let you know. But baby, no, it's a time for those who are enlightened, who are healed, who are believers, faith people, to be bold, to stand boldly for not just believing for the things, but to walking in a boldness that creates the change we want to see person to person by speaking up for basic common courtesy, whatever those things are that are in alignment with your values, that you are healed and bold enough to say how you gonna be treated in a way that does not, I don't need to disrespect you, belittle anybody, because that's not a part of my core values. But I can nicely say, I'm not taking no mean talk over here. Talk to me nice. And so what I am learning, in this process, it is helping me unearth the root of some things and, realizing where there might have been some tender areas, and now I have some strategies around that. But I'm grateful that it also is igniting in me a boldness, as it were, that quiet strength that speaks up, that does not have to come out of character, of who I am in terms of my joyful and optimistic personality, but I can be very clear and boldly state what I need to engage with you, what I will accept and what I won't accept. And again, I cannot control how you respond to that, but I know that I can say it and mean it. And as they say, vote with my feet if necessary. I can certainly walk right on away. And so I would just encourage all of you who are on a healing journey, who may be feeling, a way about wherever you are on that spectrum of healing and liberation, that, maybe those around you are not quite where you are, or you're trying to figure out how to test your newfound freedom, your newfound way of living. A big part of that is setting boundaries. And I know there's been a lot out there about boundaries, but I believe simply at this point in time where I am is that it is clearly and lovingly stating kind of, the way I want to engage, and giving that person the opportunity to decide if they want to operate within those boundaries, where we are both safe, where we are both valued, and engaging in a way that does not bring either one of us any harm or cause us to operate outside of our character or outside of our values. And so that's what I'm learning today. And I think whoever that poster was, I think it was in my San Miguel group. I just loved that. I loved how she made her full intentions known and just kind of said, hey, don't be mean in these comments. And so I encourage you all to let the people know we are not just complacent in this mean, sarcastic, angry world, but there are a people rising up that are bold and strong and joyful and are operating within a value system that respects one another from a place of truth. And we're not just going to stand by and continue to just be silent. in this crazy world where meanness rules. No, no, no. We say no. Talk to me nice. Have a great day. I hope wherever you are taking care of yourself, whatever that looks like. If that is getting out into some sunshine, if that is going on a walk. I see my girl here, Charla, who gets her steps in. I have my Girl Trek shirt on. This is the We Are Harriet hoodie that I love. You know, I am part of that new Underground Railroad of the year of our Lord 2025. We are moving and shaking out here. And so be bold, be courageous, take care of you. Have a good rest of your day.